Alright, got the 25 on the John boat. Load it up, take her for a run. We get out here in a little deeper water. See what happens. One cylinder, I think, damn it, it was firing on both when I tested it. Alright, that's bottom. What I thought. Well, obviously a gas problem going to that top cylinder. Reed valves sticking. Let's see if we can get something through here. I don't have anything with me in the van. I don't have any carb cleaner or anything I can shoot in there. Anyway, let me pull that plug out. You know, I don't think I'm going to pull that plug out. I don't think it's a problem. Let's put the tester on just for the hell of it. I think it's firing, it's just not getting any gas. Yeah, it's firing. I didn't take apart this carburetor. It was already rebuilt. It's sucking air somewhere. Well, let's pull it out and look at it. Maybe it's getting too much gas. I kind of doubt it though. And these are the wrong plugs. Supposed to be J4Cs. These are J. Yeah, it's bone dry. Black. These are J8C. It's not getting any gas up there. Oh, all this frickin' work and I can't go for a ride. When it's, you know, firing, what is, you know, and that popping sound, where in the hell is it, that pop going, coming out of? It sounds like, almost like popping through the head gasket or something. Wow, maybe I didn't have that thing in there tight enough. Oh no, this can't be happening. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be freaking kidding me. It's just spinning around. The threads are stripped. I can't friggin' believe it. Cannot freaking believe it. I mean, I barely, you sat right here, it's on video, man, I barely even turned the goddamn thing. Unbelievable, man. Un-frigging-believable. Well, I've got another head up there, so I'm gonna have to swap it out or put a Healy coil or a freaking insert in there. This is unbelievable. Barely. This thing isn't hot. Barely turn that frickin' wrench. Well, that ends this frickin' episode, for God's sake. Alright, baby, it's another beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. Sunday morning, beautiful day, nice breeze, nobody on the frickin' water. And decided not to swap the power head out. I just drilled it out. I'm going to put the insert in it like I did on the 40 horse. Got it all tapped out and ready to put it in. Cleaned it all up. I'm going to fire the motor over, crank it over, blow anything out of there that might have fallen in, any greasy metal shavings, anything. Had it all greased up just like I did on the 40. Blow it all out, put the freaking insert in there, and then it's got to dry. Also too, I'm going to pick up the J4C plugs for the damn thing. The plugs that are in there are J8C, which is a much hotter plug, I believe, in the Champion. The way it goes, the higher the number, the hotter the plug. So the plugs, the top plugs shouldn't have fouled, in my opinion, and it's getting spark up there. It's just not getting gas, in my opinion. Also, like I showed you before with that hood and all that rotten foam just being sucked into that carburetor, there's no telling what's going on behind the carb. I'm gonna pull that baby off, like I said, clean her up. All right, I did just test the plug. Plug is firing, plug is not foul. And pull that friggin' carb off sometime today. Okay, she's in, baby. Came out good. Alright, so she looking pretty good. And sitting out here in the sun. Now it says 24 hours for this stuff to set up. Probably not a good idea. Start screwing around with it. That's why I'm going to pull the friggin' carb off first and see what the hell is going on. Check out the reed valves. Man, I can't see nothing in there from this position. Try to angle this camera and see what I can see on the viewfinder. There's a look inside. Still can't really tell. I mean, from what I can see, it doesn't look like it's bad. I don't see anything hanging open. And it actually does look pretty good. I'm going to spray some carb cleaner up in there. One other thing too, I mean, the two nuts holding this thing on were not very tight. I don't know, you know, could have been sucking some air. Gasket looks fine. But, wow, that's a thin gasket. But it should be alright. I'm going to shoot some carb cleaner up there. Then I'm going to hook the battery cable back up and hit the starter and see if this, oh shit, I don't have any gas hooked up. I'll have to grab the gas. Just wanted to see if this pump was shooting anything out. Then last but not least is Mr. Carburetor over there. I'm going to tear it apart and see what's going on, because I noticed when it, you know, I had it running on the one cylinder, it seemed to take time to get up to RPM. It was real slow, like something was holding back the gas, and of course it wasn't getting up to the top cylinder. Figure this crap out. So I got my gas can hooked up, pumped it a couple times, yep, filled up. See if it's got gas shooting out of this damn thing. Had to put the starter back on real quick. Yeah, it's coming out. It seems to me it should be coming out a little bit better than that. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Bring this puppy home, tear it apart, see what's going on. I mean, I could pull it apart right here, just running out of shade. Well, look, boys and girls, shade. Anyway, pulling these screws out of the bowl, and they're like finger tight. Gots to be tight, baby. Well, I can tell you right now, the float is way off. See how high it is? Should be level with the bottom. Turn that over, is the bottom of the top of the cob. Look at all this shit in there. What is that shit? Needle. It's dropping, but it doesn't have the little retainer. I'm gonna take a look through here and see if I can see light coming through on my high speed. Hold this up to the sun. Alright, it's clean. I can see through it. It's a little blurry, but I can see the light. Alright, so this float needs to be adjusted. I'm going to bend this puppy down a little bit without trying to put any pressure on that needle. Just put my screwdriver right up under here, as level as I can. Boom, see the difference? See how level it is with the carb? It actually looks like it's hanging, not hanging far enough down now. So to adjust that, I gotta bend this little tab out on the bottom. Drop my pin out. Gotta check that needle anyway. Needle looks good. I wonder where the little retainer is. This whole thing needs to be rinsed out. Let me see if I can bend this. Ooh, I don't think I can bend it without a pair of needle nose or something. Yeah, I think I did bend it. You don't want to bend it too much. Alright, so everything looks good other than the retainer. It retains this, you know what I'm talking about, that little clippy thing. I've showed this before. This is the top of the carb. You turn this over, open the butterfly, and right in here's them 3 little holes. Some of them got 2 holes, some of them got 4 holes. Hold this thing up level, spray a little carb cleaner in there, and you watch it, and it forms a little puddle, and you can see it flowing through the little holes. It'll empty out, okay? This one is taking forever. It should form a little hole, like a little suction hole on all 3 of those holes and drain through. Now it might be draining slow because I got the needle in, which is probably the problem. So I need to get this needle out and do it again. Flush it out. To do it again, spray it up in there, right in there, 3 little holes. Like I said, if you just tilt it back just a hair, you'll see it. It'll form a round little puddle right over them holes. I gotta hold it up here to see it, and you'll see it just drain right through real quick. See, this one's not doing it. It's draining, but not very quick. Yeah, see, I put a little pressure on it with the boom, there it goes. They opened up. I put the straw right up there and shot it. And then what I do too is take that thin wire tool, cleaning tool, and poke it in there a couple times. Let me get that. So here it is. I've already got this one bent. Open the butterfly up, just stick it in each hole in there. Wiggly it around. I gotta hold this up here so I can see what I'm doing. Spray some more carb cleaner. Huh. Still holding it. Do it again. There it goes. See, I had to stick it in there one more time, and you'll see, man. I mean, it just drains out fast, and it comes right out through the front hole here. where the needle goes in. I'm gonna turn this upside down, spray it, and you can see it come out from the inside too, through them holes. See if I can open that butterfly up, look in there. That's all your slow speed right there. All right, that should be cleaned out. All right, let's get the pin back in here, needle back in. I don't have one of those old retainers that I can think of offhand. And this is the way, you know, it was done forever before that somebody came up with that idea. Yeah, that looks good. Put it back together. I went around, tightened everything. You wouldn't believe, I mean, everything I could get a hold of was loose, for the exception of the cover plate here on the exhaust. I mean, there was like maybe one, I got a little turn on it. Anyway, just waiting now for the Loctite to set up. It's 24-hour cure. Probably start this thing, but I'm not even gonna take a chance, man. I'm gonna give it the full 24 hours. Keeping my fingers crossed. No gas to that cylinder. It's weird. We'll just have to see what happens at this point.
Follow the real-life saga of This Old Outboard, baby, and get your subscription today.